Hi, I'd like to share what I've been doing today. This is not a project, it's the paper towel actually that my project was sitting on. I thought it was quite interesting and I'll explain why here in a minute. I've been dyeing some seam binding. I'm hoping, and my lighting's not great, it's dark. Getting dark outside and it's been snowing all day, so not much natural light, but I've been dyeing some seam binding, and just hold on a minute, I'm going to get a plain white paper towel here, and then you might be able to see the colour better against it. This is a very, very pale lilac colour, and it's, the way I'm looking at it, it's looking quite blue on the video screen. I hope you can get to see it. It's not a Lindy's. It is in actual fact distress ink, and I used the refills. You could easily use the pads. I just put a couple of little drops on my craft mat and sprayed it with water, and then sprayed the seam binding with water first, and that gives you a more even finish with the ink. If you want it to be like graded, if you like, then don't wet it first. But having said that, I did this was, I'm sorry, I'll go back to this one first before I move on. This was a little bit of milled lilac. Hold on a minute, let me get the inks. Oh, I can tell you what I did use. Milled lavender, maybe? Yes, milled lavender. This was milled lavender and a little bit of the sponge sugar to lighten it up a little bit. Now, when I put the couple of drops on the craft mat, I put in a lot of water, sprayed it, you know, kept spraying it, and this gave me this result, and I really like that colour. It's very, very delicate. Now, the next I'm going to show you, and again, it looks a lot darker than it is in reality. In actual fact, I had a little bit of a problem. I used some faded jeans, the milled lavender, the sponge sugar, and it was way too blue. So then I put in some fired brick, and it was way too red. So I was watering it down, and I ended up with so much in the end. But this was the lightest colour. Now, I wet each piece of seam binding to make sure that the colour was evenly distributed. But as it started to dry, I don't know if the camera can pick up. Maybe it can. Yeah, can you see how that's picked out some more purple than in other areas? Now, I was trying to avoid that, but in actual fact, as it's dried, I kind of like that. It ages it more, I think. So that's with lots of water. This one then it looks the same. Is a little bit darker in reality, a little bit darker, and then this one is darker still. Now, the last one that I've done, here's the three. They do look similar on camera, but this one, look at the gradation in that one. I did wet it first, as I say, because I was trying to avoid this, but it almost looks burnt on the edges. And please forgive my nail polish, I need to redo it. And look at my finger ends too. Oh, I got the lurgy. So, because I'd made all this ink that I didn't really have anything else to use it for, I didn't really want to use any more of my ribbon. I did some doilies. Now that looks really pink, and it isn't. It's like a very dark, dusty pink, like a vintage pink. And I hope it looks different on your screen. This is just a white doily, and I just laid it on the craft mat and rubbed it around a little bit. I've missed some areas purposely to give it that look. And then I did a couple of little ones, and for these I added a lot more water again, so that they would be lighter. You can see how much lighter they are. And then I did the same with this one. This is another one of the heart ones, and I did that lighter, and I left a lot more white on that one, as you can see. And then the last one I did, I really like this one. It's got all kinds of gradations, and it's exactly the same ink, exactly the same. So that's part spun sugar, part faded jeans, part milled lavender, and part fired brick, and quite a lot of water. And I probably used a total of 6, maybe 8 drops total, and I've got all that coloured. I probably could have done maybe another doily, but as you can see, these I'm really pleased with these. Have a go. And it's not torn. I was careful, placed them on the paper towels. And why I was showing you this earlier was because look at the different colours that have come out of that. It's yellow. I haven't used any yellow. Interesting. All right. Hope you got something from this. Thanks. Bye.